Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning visitor, I'm really glad that you're back, and I'm back as well. I've been on a little bit of a break. I've been traveling and everything, so check out my social media channels if you're curious what I've been doing. But now I'm back, and I'm so glad that I can finally create content for you again. And in this video, we are going to talk about the perspective crop in Substance 3D Sampler. So let's check it out. So here we are in Substance 3D Sampler. I just opened a new project. But before we jump into it, I want to show you the photo that I used to create this 3D material. So here we go. I took this photo of this really interesting, I don't know what this is, like a road with old stones. This is an extremely old road somewhere in Cologne. So I looked this up and it's called the Roman Harbor Road in Cologne. As this is a historic road basically. How interesting it is. And I could take this picture from the bridge from a very high angle. So as you can see, there are not too many details on it and it's like really like cropped. So how we can work with this to make it look okay? Let's jump into it. So I can just drag and drop this image into sampler and we can choose from all these options. So image to material, multi-angle to material, of course we are not gonna use this. Absolutely not, absolutely not. I like to use this image to material when I work with these kind of materials. As you can see, the resolution is pretty okay. We don't have to upscale the material. We can just click on import. And here we go. This is the material, how it looks now. Of course, we can see that it's like not seamless, obviously, and absolutely distorted. So what we can do is that we can use the filter perspective crop, and we have these little handles that we can move. So let's just drag them in here. And try to find a spot that seems to be like tileable. I think it's okay like this, and we can check the tiling if you make it a bit more. Okay, so here we see that it's not really seamless, but at least this part seems to be okay. So we can add another filter that is called Make It Tile. And as you can see here, the material seems to be seamless already, and we can work with these little handles, smoothness, contrast, to make sure that these are blending really nicely together. We have this color equalizer that can help us to blend the colors together a bit more. I think it's enough like this. And if we need more contrast, we can add the channel switch. I really like to use the channel switch because it gives me so many options how I can blend my my layers together. For example, if we choose the multiply, we get a lot more contrast and color in this image, and I think it looks better. So this is how we look, and then we can still play with the perspective crop to find a spot that makes it more. Of course, this is a very difficult surface to work with, but because the stones are very random, but I think it looks pretty okay now. If we are changing the lights, you can see. Yeah, so let's say that I want to keep it this way. Now that we more or less decided about this, there is one more thing I want to show you. Here you can switch between inputs, layer input, layer outputs here, and you can also go to the material outputs, and you can just drag these little handles here as well, and just to see how the material is changing. Oh, this looks pretty good. Very, very, very interesting. And there is one more thing we can do. What I always do, I always add the dirt generator on top of everything because it just sits in the cracks and it looks really, really good. We can basically select the dirt color, and now we can see that it really becomes interesting. And here you can see that there is some little green stuff going on, so we can add some moss. That is always good. Okay, probably like this. But if you don't want to use moss, then you don't have to. We have the option to export this material multiple ways. We can send them to Painter, we can send it to Stager, and we can export it as an SBSR file, or we can export the image maps separately. This is absolutely your choice. And there is one more thing I wanted to mention is that you can literally drag and drop this SBSR material into Cinema 4D, for example, and just drop it on an object, for example, this plane. It's super simple to use, you don't have to do anything, and if you click on the material, you can, of course, change the tiling and everything, and you can also change the resolution, the material parameters, and all sorts of things. And as you can see, I created this really awesome looking render. In the redshift settings, you just have to redshift in the redshift object tag, you can enable displacement, and then it's going to be exactly like this, and I'm just obsessed. I think it turned out really well. So I hope that you find this video useful, and next time when you will run into a problem like this, then you will know how to solve it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye!